All right, more mixing. This is the project that I'm sure you guys are sick of because it just won't die. The client keeps adding files and changing things, but you know what? This is teaching me how to deal with this stuff. So there's a couple things to do on this, and yeah, this is really giving me an idea on how to actually do business. So I'll stop messing up. It's a good learning experience, but so let's see. So number one, I need one of those little whiteboards that you can write on. So I mean, I have a whiteboard and I actually have the thing like Jacob Hansen has, like the Intuos pad thing and light pen, whatever. Let's actually try that. What's it called? It's like called ink or something. Whiteboard. Where did it go? I used to have it handy. What is this thing? Is this it? Microsoft Whiteboard. Yep. Okay, here we go. So, what do we have to do today? It's going to be... Oh, I don't know what just happened. I still don't really know how to use this light pen thingy or whatever you call it now. So, let's see. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I can't use this. Rid of guitar noise. Okay. Add trumpets. Move yelling vocals and more realistic tom sounds in the fills. I think that's it. Yeah, you know what? I'd rather just type this stuff out. So I should just take out a piece of paper and type it next time. What am I doing? It'd be nice to have like some little bit easier notepad stuff in OBS, but okay. So first of all, getting rid of this guitar noise. So if I look at my guitar bus here, okay, looking at the guitar bus, you see that noise right there? Yeah, Radio Shack sounding toms. Well, it's actually pretty good sounding. It's just you can tell that there's samples. I had to put them in by hand because it's kind of a complicated drum part, and the real toms didn't sound all that good, even with AIX DSP's multiband gate. Wasn't quite enough to do it. And this is the thing, man. Like, be careful what you ask for because you might get it. And if you're gonna be playing massive flim flam toms all over the place, they're probably either going to sound fake or they're going to just sound bad. So you kind of got a choice between the two of them. So you'll see when I get there. But so first of all, if I'm looking here, there's a this is how I saw it actually. I was looking at my output and I see these ozone meters. I'm still learning how to use ozone. I'm seeing these things blast all over the place. See, they're all moving. I'm like, I wonder what's making noise. Usually when I think something's making noise, it's going to be a guitar. But remember, nothing's playing. This is actually the sound of the amplifiers that, the way Line 6 models these things. I'm using Helix Native here. And let's see. So, it's just minus 129. That's really nothing. I shouldn't even be bothering with this. But just to show you, if I turn off the amp here, it goes to minus infinity. See that? So that's the problem. And you might be thinking, well, just turn off the hum and noise simulator on the amp, but it's already actually off. But let's just find out. So here's hum and ripple. Let's turn up the hum all the way. Oh, actually, that gets loud, man. Okay, so, wow. Okay, never mind. It's about the ripple. Ripple's not doing anything to the noise. But you know what I found out is if I just take the hard gate, which I think is the only actual noise gate in the Helix, because the one that says noise gate actually does some kind of weird filtering and noise reduction or something. So if I turn on the hard gate and I just turn the thresholds all the way down so that it's a pin drop will open them, it's enough to mute this amp. So if I click that, now it's minus infinity. And I did add a little bit of hold and decay time because, you know, I don't care about this noise. Maybe I'll add some more. I don't care about this noise very much. It's so low level. I don't want it to chatter, and I don't know what's going to happen on open. Like, is it going to open fast enough? At minus 96, I have a feeling it will, but I'm not thrilled to have to do this. I would rather have a way to do it with look ahead, and I almost, if I could put the noise gate right here, then I could put a real gate like Regate or R gate with look ahead in there, and we'd be set. But I think this will work. Let me have a listen to that track and see if we're really hearing it get messed up on the opening and closing. Actually, let's try it with and without. Or is there a quieter section? Hold on. Turn this off. Yeah, I don't think it's hurting anything. Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay, and this may not be the only guitar track that's doing it, so let me check the guitar folder. I'm still seeing something, minus 74 dB. So I copied that noise gate. Let's see if one of these other guys is making noise. No, that one's not. Oh, these ones are. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, so there's a little less gain on here. So let's see if this will still work. So I'm going to turn off the amp and see if the noise drops. So if you see it, how I keep clicking on here, it's because the delay is still feeding this. So it's the amp. All right, so I guess I gotta make a slightly longer path here. Move the IR down here. Actually, there was another way I could have done this, but that's okay. Put this here. We should. Okay, this time this isn't enough. Apparently I need a higher threshold. Is this amp noisy? Oh, look at that. The hum's at minus 6.5. Let's take that out of there. And there we go. Okay. So that's that. Don't need retune on that track anymore. So this is the time to be saving resources here. Okay, this guy, the other one, minus 92, so this one's going to need the same thing. Okay, see if there's a hum. Yep, hum. I don't need that hum. Really, really don't. Okay, so this should do it, but it's not. Okay. Let's make sure it's the amp, though. When I turn off the amp, get minus infinity. So something about this amp. Does ripple cause more noise as well? Ooh, it does. Okay. Well, there you go. I don't care about the ripple either. Sorry. Sorry, purists, but just sorry, not sorry. All right. Guitar 2, guitar 3. Those guys look all right. How are we doing? I'm looking on the master now. There's still... Okay, there's nothing on the guitars now. I have a feeling this is now up to the bass amp. Nope, bass amp is minus infinity. Who's making noise? Vocals. Okay. Where are the vocals making noise? I see it on the verse. And... Okay, so it's just the verse vocals. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, something to do with the slapback. But it could be something sending to the slapback. Maybe bypass it and see if that effect's actually causing it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there was just a I was just reading a thread on Gear Safe Space where they were talking about how this guy prefers noisy equipment. So, you know, who knows? People are crazy. So somehow this thing's making some sort of noise. I don't know that it matters much, but I wonder what it is exactly. Is it the saturation that's doing it? Could be. But just throw an instance of regate on here. And I could put this stupid low, I'm sure. I'm going to have this open way early. Keep it open. It's just a delay, so it doesn't matter that much, but you know, just to be pristine like. Okay. So I wonder just how low can I go? Minus 98. So there's like no way to... There we go. Minus 93. Closed. I'm not going to do anything with hysteresis. I don't bother. Okay, so now where are we with the vocals? Vocals are at minus infinity. Master is at minus infinity. There we go. That's all the noise. Okay, so I don't know what this stuff does. Do I have to use the pen? I keep grabbing the button accidentally. All right, so we're there. All right. This project I've had to restart so many times, and I am just so done with it. But it's teaching me how to, at this late in life when I should be already croaking or retiring or whatever, I'm now learning how to do some basic business stuff. And so this is helping. As frustrating as it is to start this over and over and over and over again, I put in thousands of hours of time in this for a very, very low payout, which is, you know, that's how you learn. So here we go. Okay, Ninja's saying, I noticed with my Pod HD 500X, the effects loop is always received, and when I try putting a drive in the loop, always on, and switched it into the chain via the line 6 loop, on and off hiss was always present. You know, yeah, I mean, it's probably saying that, so the return always on, which probably good. I mean, you can actually pick that on the Helix, depending on the snapshot, but that hiss, you know, they accurately modeled the, you know, it may be that it's impossible to make some of these things without actually also adding the noise, but you know, the hum control, I mean, I think that's, you know, coming from their modeling ability to choose between theory and reality. which is actually, it's commendable. I think Fractal, right? The what do you call it? Axe Effects guys are even more fanatical in that stuff. Okay, so here's, put these trumpets in. Okay, and then hopefully this will line up. Oh, I just grouped you and you didn't go. You see that? Because I had this off because I was doing something else crazy the other day. All right. I think on Helix, oh yeah, you can't see it on the, I could pop up my Helix edit, HX edit, but I'm kind of terrified to do that because I can't figure out how to do it without having the USB drivers, which can potentially shut off the system while you're streaming. So that's another thing. Line 6's audio interface side has fallen so far compared to what it used to be back in the early 2000s. Okay, so got these trumpets. Hopefully this is gonna be in the right place. His hands are clean. Snare sample. What's going on here? All right, so the other thing is they want to get rid of this guitar. I really like the guitar thing better than the trumpets, but whatever. His hands are clean. Really don't like the timing of these trumpets, but whatever, that's what they want. I think I'm not going to do anything to it. I mean, it could use a reverb. It's already got a reverb. Maybe it could use some demudding or some, yeah, let's just always put the one Band-Aid on that I always love to throw. Let's just see what happens here. It's got no highs anyway. You know what? I'm just going to leave it be. I don't know about the level. We'll work on that in a second. His hands are clean. So sure where to add these yelly vocals. I just found out from my mastering engineer that he has got some time for a one I just finished. Let me just tell him real quick. Okay, let me just check real quick. Okay. I might need some Cubase users' help. We're having one of our customers having a little bit of trouble with routing a multiband gate. I'll pull Cubase up, but I'm so bad on it. And honestly, I know I probably shouldn't say it this way, but if you're really just doing audio, I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate that they created ASIO, and I appreciate that they created VST, but I still asking all the Cubase guys, I can't find a way to use multi-out VSTs. I can do it for multi-out instruments, but for something like a crossover plugin or our own multi-band gate where it has separate outs, it doesn't appear to do it. And I don't know that I would, I don't know. The routing just seems not right for 2010 or 2015 or 2020. Yeah, those drum samples are not cool, so we're gonna fix that in a second. Let me just his hands are clean. The new vocals. Okay, so I think the bridge is also an ideal spot for Basil's vocal thing where he yells. I think it would keep people listening. Since there's no vocals on the bridge, it might keep people engaged. Okay, so let me see where that is. This might be this part. And let me find where he's actually doing this. We believe that it should be played just a firm handshake, shooting time, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. I can't
He's a little rough around the edges, but I think I can fix him.
Okay, so I think this is the part.
Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just
the bridge.
We believe that it should be plain seen. His hands are clean.
So I'm really not all that sure. Should it start before the trumpet? I mean, this is the artist thing, man. It's not me. I don't even have any idea where to put this.
Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean.
I'm about to do the thing that makes me feel like a god, and then I'm gonna leave you at the bottom of a very deep grave. Oh God, someone help me! And just keep screaming it. They can't hear us out here, you know that.
Another chalk outline on the news, but his
Get out of
hands
the
are
carpet!
clean.
Oh yeah!
I don't know, man. Woo! So I guess this is a song about that serial killer Ted Bundy, you think? Maybe? Okay.
Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are
Get out of the
clean.
carpet! Oh yeah! I'm about to do the thing that makes me feel like God, and then I'm gonna leave you at the bottom of a very deep grave. Oh God, someone help me! And just keep screaming it. They can't hear us out here, you know that.
Oh man, I don't know where to put this. Woo!
Get out of the carpet! Oh yeah! I'm about to do the thing that makes me feel like God, and then I'm gonna leave you at the bottom of a very deep grave. Oh God! Someone help me! Yeah, just keep screaming it. They can't hear us out here, you know that.
We believe that
Okay,
his hands are clean.
think for now that's good enough. You might want to put it someplace else. Might want to change the volumes a little bit, but you know what? Honestly, this song has gotten like a major label's worth of time spent on it, and not even an entry level's worth of charge. So I think that's plenty. So that last thing, let's get these toms sounding good. But you know, when you play Flim Flam toms, it's either going to sound like turkeys gobbling or it's going to sound like a drum machine. So we're going to try and, you know, the funny thing is like, the guy's saying, you know, these things are velocity sensitive. You know how much velocity information I've programmed into here to try and save it, you know? So it's, yeah. This is the most egregious section. So this will be where I'm going to do my work here. So I'm just going to loop this thing and let's put it really exposed so it sounds really fake and hokey. So then it'll really show what's going on. You know, it's actually not that bad. Tell you, I don't know. I'll give you the real ones. Let's hear what they sound like. You know, goes against my better judgment. Could just use these. I know, blasphemy. But I could. Oh boy. Do I want to? Probably a very bad idea. You know, this is why I was just asking about this. Actually on the Reaper users group. So I'm saying, can anyone think of a VST that can generate a sine wave from a MIDI trigger and apply an ADSR envelope to it? And I wasn't thinking about this exactly right, but what I mean by, I mean to play a certain length of a drum sound. So there used to be these like drum creation, drum synthesizers. I couldn't find a real drum synthesizer. There's this Rob Papin. I think this one actually does it. It's a virtual drum synthesizer. So what I'm thinking is I don't really need help with the smack or the slap of a snare drum or tom or anything like that. I just want to add some body to it. So I wanted to play a sine wave, maybe some noise generators, things like that, and be able to put an envelope on it and then just have it follow. There's another one called Dramatic, something 4. I was trying that. It wasn't quite doing what I wanted to do. But man, I would rather, you know what, let's just do this experiment. I'm going to turn off the tom triggers. I'm going to crank these toms. We're going to make these toms sound okay. They're not gonna, but whatever. So yeah, I have them pretty far caught up. You know, let me play the. what I really would like to make is like a envelope follower for these toms. It should be a sine wave note. This might be a plugin we end up making. In fact, I'm just gonna put it in our thing. Let me just add this. I think I have an idea. See, what I could do is have the tom open a gate that plays a like a sine wave. It'd be nice if it was noise, or I could add distortion to it. But even just adding sine waves is actually pretty good. But it can sound pretty hokey after a little while. But just to thicken up the drums, or just add a sample without really highs on it, just lows on it, might be another good idea. Let me see what I can get away with this. Not so bad. Okay, what's going on here? Let me find who's. I think I can EQ these guys. Find a spot where I got 3. It can get annoying real fast. Yeah. Positively gonna need this. I'm gonna throw intuition on here, which may not be a good idea because we're changing it right now, but and it's gonna look ugly because there's just a test version. See how we gotta actually fix these tabs and everything. But that and dynamic EQ, I think. Now, it sounds horrible the way it's cutting in and out, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. Yeah, that's terrible, huh? Probably see if I can fix this. I know you're looking at that. That is coming. It's just not done yet. I'll bypass these bands. It's just the cymbal whoosh. I wanna almost want to use drum EQ for this. It's actually exactly what drum EQ is made for, but I already have dynamic EQ up, so I'm just gonna leave that going. Now I could probably hammer in some lows and make an envelope that would open from a gate and kind of doom doom. But that sine, like it gets hokey real fast. It's kind of a bummer. So let's just see what's gonna happen if I use, like I always do, use Exciter. Let's see where this guy is. So right around 110. I could actually try tuning this to the song, but let's just see what happens. See what this actually does to the harmonics here. So just turning it up. It's not bad. See, here's the part I don't want. I almost want to put dynamic EQ before this. Or I mean after this. So I could add the high pass filter. See, now I know we're trying to get away from the hokiness by not using samples, and now I'm messing with all this stuff. So I don't wanna kill that though. You see how short that is? That's what I don't want. I want it longer. And maybe I could raise these out because I do have multi-band gate on here. But here's where triggering in a low sample would really do me some good. I mean, I can raise these out, but it's like you see, it's bringing in the snare sounds. This one, look, that's all cymbal. But because multi-band gate's on there, it's not that bad. Let's hear this in context, actually, before I go too crazy. Okay, but you're right, it's dull. That's what Exciter's here for, and that's why I got rid of those cymbals. Now, transient shaper would be nice here, right? This just sounds like a crazy section. Okay, so you see how fast the low end drops out because of how hard I've got this thing cut. I don't know that that's good. I mean, in context, let's turn on this, see if the bass or the guitars eat up that. I mean, you hear it stopping, which is what I don't want.
Brave! Oh God! Someone help me! Yeah, just keep screaming it. Very deep grave! Oh God! Someone help me!
Yeah, see. So what I need is a long tom sample. I don't necessarily need any highs. Oh boy. Okay, so let's turn these tom triggers back on. And let's shorten this back up so it's back to where it was. And let's see what happens if I add. So I'm not going to want to use this for the lows, I think. Just going to loop this section. Country ones. The reverb there. So yeah, I really just need the lows and the body just to carry on. So what do I need? I don't want the attack. But this is good. This will work. So let me see what this is. I have this set so that it'll make different sounds at different not sure why I'm using recontrol MIDI on here. I had one of these set so that it would play different sounds if they got too close together, so it wouldn't sound super fake. Now I'm using tab to transient MIDI notes to trigger this rather than the track itself. I could use the track itself to trigger this, but in my experience, it so often comes out wrong that I'd rather just use MIDI. But I know that limits me to one velocity. But I don't think that's the problem. I think I just don't need the highs. So let's I almost want to just run the electronic down on here. It's just Tom Boom thing. Yeah, see, so I'm using two different toms here. So let's say I took all the highs out of this. It's gonna work. I kind of don't want to lose this reverb. I like the reverb, but pass on. want that attack at all, honestly. This is kind of what I want here. I could knock some of the attack out of this, I think. Let me see about that. Well, am I hearing two different things here? What am I hearing? There's a little bit of mud I don't want here. But what I'm wondering is when I change this attack, it seems to be panning it. Or is it because that's the overheads? Let me turn off the overheads in the room. See, that seems to be enough. Let me do that to all of them. So with that, they have. So the overheads and stuff, you can't control that, I guess. Okay, so now if I take off that low end boost that I'm giving to the toms, still kind of want to give the high blast from Exciter, but I'm going to take the lows out completely. Let me see what I'm doing with dynamic EQ. I might still want that. Well, you notice that this is playing at the wrong time? Let's see what that's about. That's interesting. Why do I have an extra hit here? Is it really supposed to be there? Well, that's hard to tell. It's there. It's just so quiet. So I'm going to knock this down. I don't know that's going to help all that much. See, now it doesn't die so quick. So let's try the whole drums out with this now. See if it's a little bit better. Okay. Why isn't this playing now? I probably don't need to do this low pass anymore. Don't really know that I need multiband gate, but I'll leave that there for now. Okay, something soloed and I don't know what. Drum folder soloed, that's fine. Oh, there we go. So these other tom things, I might want them for reverb. We'll see. Actually pretty good, I think. I wonder why this is up so loud. Yeah, don't need that. Let me see about this other one. So I'm probably going to add some reverb back in. I wonder why I have that so loud. +9. That's crazy. Something must have been weird with the way this is set up. So let me just go to make sure. Go and add. I mean, this would be nice. I don't want to add samples either. Like if this works, I'll be happy. But it really depends on the drummer. This drummer's capable of doing this stuff. They aren't all. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be tom 2. It's a good spot where let me pull tom 1 back down here. No. Just give me a. Oh yeah, here we go. This is. Tom 2. Just going to copy everything from tom 1 onto tom 2. You have to change the tuning a little bit, of course. Where is that tuning that I'm changing? It's going to be a dynamic EQ. Actually, it probably won't. I'm betting this actually works. see me change the attack on here? What happened? Yeah. Something's very different about this than Tom One. What is it? Oh, that's right. I gotta take out the highs. Should I be using MIDI note filter on here? I thought, oh no, yeah, that's right. Okay, never mind. So weak, though. Almost want to add a black to it still. So we're gonna do the same thing with this third one. Sounds bad. Yeah. It's like no resonance at all. I need to use a different tom for this. God, that sounds awful. That one lasts. Not ideal. I almost want to some of these classic ones. that. Shouldn't be hitting both of them at the same time, should it? Let's see. I hope I didn't make something wrong. See. So I have these things set up to MIDI certain notes. Let me see. They should be. Oh, see, this is the same. It should only be doing one of them. Okay, let me see why that's going wrong. Supposed to be for the 247 and 46, I think. Let me. Oh man, yeah, it's hard to keep all this stuff in your head, but I have a way to do this. Let's see. Okay, Tom 3 alt is 44. 43 and 44 are the two notes for this. 43 and 44. So where are they here? 43. Okay, so I have this wrong. Okay, so this Birch. It's really weird. It used to be so much easier to do this. Okay. What did I say is 43 and 44. So 43 is the normal tom. This one's going to be 44. Okay, wait, actually, no. 43, I don't want this at all. Can I just turn it off? I want none. I don't want this at all. No tom rim click. Okay. User 44. Where's 44? Where's 44? Oh, I have that for a hi-hat pedal? Oh well. Let's see what happens now. Okay, now I still might need some sort of reverb for these, but let's get these toms sounding okay first. Whew, okay. this. Let me just kill it. Wait for the program to respond. I'll just close it. Oh, what a bummer. What a bummer. All right. Oh, man. Let's go to the backups and let's hope there's one really close. That was 11:16. It's 11:13. I lost 3 minutes. Hopefully those 3 minutes don't have that MIDI stuff because, man, that stuff, it confuses the hell out of me. We'll find out. Oh, what a bummer. I got to save this template, actually, because this is going to make me a realistic drum mix that I might like a lot better later. I could use trigger. I just don't. It just doesn't put it in the right phase relationship with it to me. Oh, that's so frustrating. Ugh. Okay. What's going on here? Okay, please tell me that fix the mapping on here. Or at least it's the right drums. Okay. So the mapping is messed up still, I think. Yep. Shouldn't be 41 though, should it? Should be 43. Let me play that spot. Dang it. I see 43. Okay. Okay, so again, no room click. This one's going to be 44. And I have got to remember to save this template because this is... Oh, yeah, okay. In. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully this don't crash. Save it right before. Seems to want to still crash. But that's okay, because now I got everything saved. So if it decides not to... yeah, that sucks, but won't be in as bad of trouble. Oh, that is frustrating. I've actually got a lot of new stuff. These are all betas and things, so they could be on the sketchy side. Oh, sorry. Ooh. All right, come on. Let me see if I can do these one at a time and see who's making the trouble. We'll do multi-band gate. Just fine. And do intuition. This is where I'm suspecting we might see. Nope, just fine. Exciter. It's fine. And dynamic EQ. Just fine. So it's just copying them all at once as making the trouble. That still shouldn't happen. I gotta make a little bug report on that, but This is his real toms now. If they don't like it, it's because of what they played. I tried to fix it as best I could. Let's hear it in context.
And I'm gonna leave you at the bottom of a very deep grave. Oh God, someone help me! Yeah, just keep screaming it. They can't hear us out here, you know.
We believe that
Grave. Oh God, someone help me! Yeah, just keep screaming it. They can't hear us out here, you know.
we believe that it should be played casino. That played to clean.
Yeah, I could turn up the tom. I don't know. This just doesn't sound that great to me. We could try throwing a compressor on the tom folder. Bring this up a little bit, but I don't know.
Grave. Oh God, someone help me! Yeah, just keep screaming it. They can't hear us out here, you know. Grave. Oh God, someone help me! Yeah, just keep screaming it. They can't hear us out here, you know. Grave. Oh God, someone help me!
thinking about adding in the these reverb samples. Not that. I don't want the hit. I just want the reverb. Want a straight whack and have that drive it like that. If it's just reverb, holy crap. I do that, and yeah, I can't really put our iconic reverb in right now because we're doing changing that. I don't want to mess myself up. Let me see how this works. Now, there's nowhere near the impact of the toms that there used to be, but it's okay.
You'll find your miles away. Just a firm handshake, suit and a tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and a tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that I've seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and a tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and a tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and a tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Just a firm handshake, suit and a tie, there's nothing underneath. Most cold-hearted son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Another chalk outline on the news, but his hands are clean. Deadbolt the front door, throw your chain and double check. Just you and the stranger, you got warming up your bed. You'll find your miles
Oh yeah, getting rid of guitar noise. Get rid of guitar noise. Add trumpets. Move the early vocals. More realistic tom sounds. I'm happy enough with that. Whatever. This looks a little bit bricked. It's my main compressor that's doing it. I may want less of that. And I'm at the levels I want to be, but I think we may be hearing too much of the mix bus compressor. Let's see what's going on here. Hello, Kailua Music School. Okay, I think that's enough for me. We'll see how this is. I'm no longer all that happy with this mix. I kind of hate when I deconstruct something that was kind of critical to holding the whole thing together. So I could start all over again on this mix, and I bet you I'd come up with something I was really happy with. I do like this type of sound. I have a feeling I'm not 1,000% thrilled with this, but I'm gonna make a drum template out of here, and in fact, I'll show you. I'm just gonna real simply, and I could really pull so many of these samples out that I'm not using. This is kind of like a kitchen sink type of trigger thing. But let me save this as. I should be putting these in a folder. I should reorganize that folder. Okay, that's enough for me for now. I'm gonna send it off to the client and be done with it. I'll see you guys later.